Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chalice of Love. This message was recorded on 08/04/2023 by Sheila Silva, and she continues to explain the reason why she opened this YouTube channel and a little bit about herself. This message is being translated to English by Tony Paraná, and again, I just want to make a point to let you know that I am not a professional translator, and the reason that I'm trying to do this is to help other people to spread the word about spirituality, and hoping that this will help other people just like it helped me. So, let's begin.
Olá, meus amores. Oi
Hello,
de
my loved
novo.
ones.
Sheila Silva aqui
I am Sheila
no
Silva,
canal Despertar do
and
Amor,
welcome back
que
to
ele tem como
our channel
propósito
Chalice of
trazer
Love.
mensagens sobre a
This channel is to
espiritualidade,
bring
a nossa
truth
expansão
about
espiritual
spirituality
através do nosso
and
despertar do amor,
through our
para que
awakening,
nós
spiritual
possamos
awakening that
despertar
we
o
can
amor dentro de nós.
do,
E
and we
nós
can
vamos criar
create
uma jornada aqui
a
dentro desse
journey,
canal.
which the
Aonde que ele vai
purpose.
parar? Eu não
I
sei.
don't know where this is going
Mas
to be or
estou
this is going
sendo
to go,
imbuída para criar esse
but
canal
I'm
e eu vou
following
seguir
my
uma intuição,
intuition.
um
This was a call,
chamado para
and
começar a acontecer
this is
aqui.
all part of it.
Bom, no vídeo
So on
anterior,
the
no
other
meu primeiro
video,
vídeo, eu
I
falei que eu
was
ia
I
contar um
told you that
pouquinho
I would share a
começou o
little
meu
bit of how
despertar, né?
everything started with
Um,
me,
um
and
dos que
it was so many.
aconteceu,
I'm just gonna
que
choose
foi o mais
one of them
intenso, assim, que tive maior
that was super
abertura,
intense,
dos, né?
that opened a lot of
Eu falei que eu ia
information.
contar, então esse
So I
vídeo eu
would
vou
like to
contar para
share in this
vocês
video.
como que foi
And
dos
one of them,
despertar
awakening,
espiritual que eu
happened in
tive em
2020.
2020.
And
Claro
of
que
course,
antes,
if
se
I
eu for
start to thinking
analisar hoje, né,
before
com
uh,
mais detalhe
looking at the
sobre
details, I
despertar
has
espiritual, eu não
also
tinha tido,
had a lot of
né?
experiences,
Só que esse que
but
eu tive em
nothing like this one
2020,
in
ele foi
2020.
muito
It
intenso.
was very
Foi bem no
intense. It
momento que
was
começou a
right there
pandemia,
when the
né?
pandemic started,
E eu fui intuída
and I
de
decided
contar
to
essa
share
história para
this story with
vocês,
you
porque
because
esse
this
canal vai
channel
ser
it's
uma
about
conversa,
conversation
um
and
bate-papo, uma
exchange.
troca do que está
I
acontecendo
would
com vocês.
also
Então
love to
escreve aqui
learn
nos
and to
comentários, né?
know what
Em
if you
2020
have any
muitas pessoas
experiences that are
tiveram
similar
esse
to mine
despertar
or
espiritual,
anything similar
muitas
to this
pessoas
that I will be
conectaram, né,
sharing
com a
here. This
fonte
connection with
diretamente. E
the
algumas coisas
source.
aconteceram comigo e eu vou compartilhar aqui com vocês,
Um,
porque um dos
and again,
propósitos
one of
aqui
the
do canal
purpose
é a
of
gente
this
sempre
channel is also
trazer a
to bring the
verdade,
truth.
né? Sempre.
And
E eu sei que se
I
eu
know that
contar
if you are,
histórias aqui para
I start
você
sharing my true
reais, né?
stories
Como
and
eu tô me
how I
desenvolvendo
am developing
espiritualmente,
my
a gente
spirituality,
pode
I
se
know that we
unir
can
e agregar muito
unite,
mais nós,
we can
né,
unite and
para a
help
nossa
each
evolução,
other
para o nosso
to help
despertar
our
e a
involving,
ascensão junto com o planeta Terra, né?
and
Como
maybe help
algumas
others
pessoas já
that
sabem,
might be going through the same experience.
sobre o que a gente está passando
And
aqui no planeta Terra.
so
Então, o que aconteceu? Em
in
2020, quando
2020,
começou a pandemia,
when the
eu
pandemic started,
comecei. Eu sou treinadora,
just by the way, I'm a
eu sou
therapist
terapeuta,
and I
eu
work
desenvolvo
with
comunicação com
communications
pessoas, enfim, eu
and
faço algumas
helping
coisas
training other
profissionalmente.
people.
E quando
So
começou a pandemia em
back in
2020,
2020, when the
me veio uma
pandemic
intuição de eu
started,
começar a
I
fazer
received
meditação online no Instagram. Então eu
I
acordava todo dia de
received
manhã
information
cedo,
that
às 7 horas da
I
manhã
need
eu
to
começava a
start
meditar com
meditating.
as
So I
pessoas ali
started
no Instagram.
meditating online with people
E
on
eu comecei a
Instagram,
ampliar muito as meditações que eu
and
ia fazendo.
a lot of these
E uma
meditations,
das
it
meditações
was
que
very
eu
intense, but
fiz,
one of
eu
them
fui levada para um
I
lugar
I feel that I
e foi me
was
mostrado o
taken
que ia acontecer no
to
planeta
a
Terra.
different place,
Bom, se
and
é aquilo
a
realmente
lot
que
of
vai
things were
acontecer,
shown
eu
to
não
me.
sei. Eu não
I'm
vou
not sure
falar o
if I
que eu
can tell
vi,
you
porque eu não
everything
sei
that I
se eu posso
saw.
falar o que eu vi, tá? Se eu
I have
tiver
to ask the
autorização,
spirituality
provavelmente eu
if I
conto.
should tell you everything.
Mas,
But
depois que
what
isso
happened is
aconteceu, eu,
after.
no
That's
momento,
what is more
estava lendo Cartas
important.
de Cristo.
And
Quando eu
by the way,
voltei no
it
vídeo,
was at the
no
time that I was reading that book,
eu estava
Letters
passando
of
por uma
God.
cura,
And at that
né,
moment,
de
I was
situações
going
que me
through a lot
vieram
of
na
healing.
infância. Então eu estava
I
passando por uma
was
reprogramação da minha vida,
rearranging
uma cura
my whole
interna.
life.
E esse
And
livro,
that book,
Cartas de Cristo, né? Se
Letters
você
of
tá vendo,
God,
escreve aqui. Se
I don't
você
know if you
não, eu
have read that
indico
book, but I
muito
definitely
você ler.
suggest that for you
Eu
and
dou de
to
presente a todo
everyone.
mundo. Eu indico muito você ler
It's a
esse livro.
very, very great book.
E ali Jesus, né,
In there, in
Sananda,
that book,
fala diretamente com
Jesus,
você.
Sananda, as we know,
Consciente, no seu
Sananda, as you know, is
inconsciente.
Jesus.
E vai te orientando. acreditando.
he
E eu
was there
conversava
with
muito
me
com
this whole
ele,
time that I
porque
was
ali
reading
no
that
livro
book.
ele
I was
fala,
talking to him.
né, eu não sou
In one
Deus,
of these
pare
conversations
de
that I have with him,
idolatrar,
he
pare
was
com isso.
claiming
Aí
and
eu sou
saying,
irmão,
please
eu
stop
sou um espírito
idolizing
igual
me.
você.
I
Eu já
am
vi
just like
muito,
your
igual
brother.
você
I am
também.
your brother.
Eu não sou diferente de você. Ele coloca
Please
isso
understand
veemente
that
por
and
isso.
stop putting me in
E
pedestals
isso me tocou
and
muito,
making me
né? Porque
the
eu também não
God of
acreditava
the
muito
universe
nessa
because I
coisa
am
de
not.
idolatrar. Eu não sou
And I don't like
idolatro
this.
ninguém,
I
né?
really don't. So,
Enfim. E aí eu
and that's how
chamava ele, né?
I started to
Meu amigo,
call him
meu
master,
mestre, meu amigo,
my
meu
friend,
irmão. E começava a
you know,
conversar com
talking to
ele.
him. You know,
Sabe
when you
quando ele
talk by
conversa
yourself,
sozinho? Então eu começava a conversar com
I'm
ele,
just talking to him,
conversar.
just talking and talking.
Até que teve um dia,
Until
eu estava na minha cozinha.
I remember like it was
exatamente
today, I
como
was
se
in my
fosse
kitchen.
hoje. E eu estava na
And
cozinha.
I was cooking in my
fofocando. Na hora que
stove,
eu
and
viro,
when I realized he
eu
was
dou de
facing
cara com
me,
ele na minha frente, assim.
and I
E
was
eu fiquei
paralyzed
paralisada, eu fico até
because
emocionada, porque
so
foi tão impactante. Assim.
such an
E eu olhei
incredible
assim,
feeling.
eu fiquei, é você? Um
And
pensamento,
he was
né?
talking to me
E
through
aí ele pegou e me respondeu,
my
por que eu
thoughts,
não posso aparecer
you know,
pra você? Por
that
que você não
communication.
pode me
And I
ver?
said, is that you? And he said,
Sou
yes,
eu,
that's
sim.
me.
E eu vim
Why do you think
conversar
you
com
cannot
você.
see me? Yes, I came
Gente,
here
foi
and I want to
tão,
talk to you.
né?
And it was
Uau.
like, wow,
Eu
because
vi
he
ele
was
na
right
minha
there in front of me.
E aí ele começou a me
So
falar
we start talking. So he told me
todas as
one
coisas que ele
thing
tinha
that he
passado na
said
minha
that
vida, não
was
foi por acaso.
very important to me
Que era
was
para
all the things that I
esse
lived
momento
in my
que nós
life,
estávamos
it was for a
vivendo
purpose.
lá em 2020.
And at
Por
that
causa da
moment, right there
pandemia,
in
e as coisas que vão
2020,
acontecer a
after
partir
that
daquela
date, the
data
planet
naquele evento.
Earth, things going to
Eu vivi
change.
muito,
And I lived so many
passei
different
por
experiences and
muitas
hard
situações
times.
difíceis. Eu conto em
And,
outro
and
vídeo,
I might share this in
muitas
another
situações.
videos. I went through a lot of
E eu me
situations
curei
and I
totalmente de
healed
tudo que
myself. I
aconteceu
cured
comigo.
myself.
E ele me
And
falou
that's
isso.
one of the
Tudo
things
que
I
eu
said.
passei não
He
foi
said
por
to me,
acaso.
everything that you lived
Tudo que eu passei foi
was
para
to
me
prepare
preparar
you.
para eu poder
I was
ajudar
preparing
as
you
milhares de pessoas
for
que eu
this
ia
moment
ajudar.
because you were going to
E aí
help
foi essa
millions
mensagem
of
que ele me
people.
mandou, que ele me trouxe. E
And
aí ele
he
começou a
started
falar,
talking
além
and talking
disso,
to me and talking to me.
você
And
vai fazer
besides that,
projeto
you also have a very
que é para
important
atender
project that you have to
crianças
do.
e
You are going to
adolescentes
open
em
a
famílias
group
que
where you guys going
passaram
to
ou
be
estão
helping
passando
all the
por
children that has been
agressões e
through the same
abusos.
struggles that you had,
E naquele
abuse
momento
and
estava
violence.
pipocando, né?
You
Na
will be.
internet sobre,
This is
não sei se
another project
você
that you have to do.
viu
So
sobre
after
isso, as
that,
crianças,
a lot of stuff has started to happening in my life.
as
You know, I was
crianças
on the
que
internet and
estavam
things were
sumidas,
popping up,
aonde que elas
videos
estavam,
and things that
sobre os
happens to
abusos,
children,
o que
tunnels
os
that
gurus
people that they
fazem
were
com as
hiding the kids,
crianças. Eu comecei a
and
ter
all the
muito
things that were
contato
happening
com
to kids
todas
all
as
over the world.
informações,
All of this information was popping
documentários
up on my
que
screen, and
apareciam
it
assim,
was a lot of information, a lot of
apareciam,
information. There were
né? E
signs.
para mim,
Those were signs from God.
eu,
Uh,
Sheila,
and I realized
Deus
that
fala comigo o tempo todo.
me,
Deus
Shayla,
fala com a gente o
God
tempo
talks to
todo, a gente
me
que não vê.
all the
Porque
time, every
sincronicidade,
time.
para mim,
We are
é a formação de
synchronized.
Deus comigo.
It's a
Então, o que é
synchronization
sincronicidade?
between
São
God
mais coisas
and
que vão
myself.
acontecendo,
So
que é
it
por
happens to
acaso
you
e
as
não
well.
é por acaso.
It's not for no
E
reason
aí,
that these
naquele
things are
momento,
happening. So
Sananda
Sananda
foi me falando
was
desse
talking to me
projeto
about these
que eu ia
projects that I have to
desenvolver
develop
para ajudar
to
essas
help
pessoas,
other people, to
para dar
give
atendimento terapêutico
therapy,
para as
to
crianças
offer
e
therapy
suas
to
famílias, para
children,
ajudar na
to
cura
help them
delas
heal,
e no despertar do amor
and
e
that
da
is to
ascensão do planeta Terra.
awake them to
De
this
trabalhar o amor
unconditional love that are
incondicional.
happening in this
Porque
planet.
quando uma pessoa
Because when
passa
some
por
people goes
situações
through
assim,
aggression
agressão,
and
principalmente
abuse,
abuso, a
the
primeira
first
coisa
thing
que
that
vem
happens
nesses
to
humanos
us
que têm
as a
neste
human,
planeta
we only think
a
about
vítima
the
e o
victim
algoz,
and the
né?
algoz,
Então,
the executioner,
joga
and we
pedras
throw the
sobre o
rocks on the
algoz,
executioner.
né? Escarnece, enfim,
But it's
a
more
gente
than that.
faz, né, como se
We have to act just
Jesus
like
já
God,
nos ensinou que temos
just
que
like
amar
He did.
todos iguais, então a gente
We have
precisa
to love
desenvolver esse amor,
every single one,
inclusive
and we have
para
to
essas
develop this
pessoas
love,
que
especially to
fazem
this
esse tipo de
kind of
crime,
people that
o
hurts
amor
us.
incondicional.
And
E é isso
that's
que ele
what
ensina nas
he's
cartas de
teaching
Cristo.
on the
E
letters
é
of
isso
God,
que
the
ele veio
book
nos
that I
ensinar
talked to you
2000
about.
anos
about.
atrás. E até hoje a gente
And
não
he came
aprendeu.
2,000 years
Até
ago to
hoje,
teach us
2000
that,
anos se passaram e
but
nós não
we
aprendemos
still
a
haven't
amar,
learned it yet.
a
We
amar o
still
outro.
haven't learned how to love each other,
Como a mim
just
mesmo.
like you love yourself.
Mas as pessoas nem
But
se
people
amam.
doesn't love
Como que vai amar o
themselves.
outro?
How can they
Se
love
eles nem amam
others?
Deus,
How can they
como
love
vai amar a
God
si mesmo e vai amar o
and
outro,
everyone?
né? Então, ele
So
foi me falando
he
sobre
was
isso,
talking
sobre
to me
esse
about
projeto
these
de atendimento
therapy projects that I have to
terapêutico
do
online, porque era para contar
that
o
is
Brasil
supposed to
inteiro
be
e
to all over the
passar também para
country,
outros países. Ia também
and not
para
just
outros
Brazil, but
países.
also go
E tudo que eu
international.
estava vivendo não era por acaso. Então, eu
So
também
I am
tenho
also
duas
sharing this
mensagens
message
para
to
você.
you
Tudo que você está
that
vivendo
everything that you live in now, you might be struggling,
propósito.
it is
Tem
for a
propósito.
purpose.
E aí, a partir
Okay,
daquele
believe
dia,
it, believe it.
eu comecei
So
a
after
ver,
that day,
eu tive
I started to
muitos
dream
sonhos lúcidos que a gente sabe hoje que é
a lot of dreams that I was having.
muitos
It's a desdobramentos. It's when you, as you sleep, you travel.
crianças
And I
que
was
passaram por
seeing
essas
other children that has a lot of
hospitais
experience, just like
escuros,
my,
assim,
I
lugares
was
escuros.
in
Eu me
dark
vi em
places that I
lugares,
saw
assim,
children going through struggle. And I
atendendo
also saw
pessoas.
myself
Eu
helping
via
other
várias
children
situações
in
e
situations,
também comecei a ter
and I also
contato
started
com
to
os
have
galácticos.
connections with
Então eu
other
comecei a ver naves
galaxies and other
espaciais
beings
nos desdobramentos,
throughout these
nos
dreaming
nos
transitions.
desdobramentos.
And
Comecei a ver as naves
I've
espaciais.
been
Eu
through
li
different
aquelas naves
ships,
dos
Arcturians
arcturianos.
ships.
Eu
Arcturianos
passei
is
por
a
muito
kind of
tratamento nas
aliens that
naves
helps
arcturianas.
us.
Eu via
I
nas
saw
naves,
myself in the spaceships. I saw the way that they cure. I saw the way they were doing. This was not a dream. It was real. I started to see a lot of different species of people from other planets, brothers. And I saw how they were working. It was funny because one day I was asleep at my house and I woke up. Something woke me up, like it just, what's happening? And I saw it. It was an alien that was in my house, those small gray ones. And scared me, and he started running away. But anyways, it's funny, but I always knew that was life in other planets. But it was so far away from me. It was a reality that was too far from me. But it was right there with me inside of my house. And I lived in a neighborhood called Ibirapuera in Brazil, and I was thinking about how can I make this happen. And he said that, are you going to receive all the information about this? And the name of this project calls the Stars, As Estrelas. And the Stars is to help families and children that have been through abuse and aggression, violence, to heal them, to cure through love. And we do have therapists that have a lot of information in has studied Arcturians, and they are helping this project. They're helping. So I would also like to know if you are open to help and to be part of this project. Please reach out to us. We will have emails available, even a phone number that you can reach out. And we also have started to have patients. So, and with time, things are changing, but I was also having an intuition to open this channel on YouTube and to also talk about spirituality. And that was when I started reading the book. And there one thing that I regret, because I was have doubts of myself. I know, how can I talk about spirituality, personal development and transformation? It's like, it's a lot of things. But anyways, it happens that I opened the channel, the YouTube channel, I made a video, and I stopped. But,
Mas
you
quando a
know,
gente
when
tem
you
uma
have a mission
a missão volta pra gente, não é?
and
Então, estou
you
agora
just, it's nothing you can do it.
hoje, dia
So
8 de
I'm here
abril de
today, April
2023,
8th,
fazendo o segundo vídeo deste
2023,
canal.
doing
E eu
these
não vou parar
videos,
mais.
and I am not going to
Não
stop
vou parar mais, porque
ever again.
agora eu
Because now I
entendi
understood
algumas coisas sobre
about
a
what
minha
my journey
jornada.
is. Just a few things about it. There's probably thousands of other things that I have to do. But this one, I will not stop. Because I gave my life to God. I literally gave up myself. And I gave my life to Jesus, to God.
Isso aconteceu em 2020.
So between 2020 and 2023, a lot of things happened. I also moved out of the country. I'm living here in the US now. And I did some study about archaic records, registros arcaicos. And that was beneficial to me. And also a lot of people just, as I was doing that course, a lot of things also start happening in my life. And start connecting pieces, you know, between the spirituality and the project with the children's and the purpose of a lot of things. So one thing that I also like to share is for you to know that any money that are going to be collected through this channel, they are 100% going to the project with the children, STARS. So I want to clear that, and I also just want to, you know, this video was basically to share a little bit of one of the things that happens to me. There was so many, and I was always, you know, keeping with me, and I was, you know, I always have doubts if people would actually think, what do they think about it? But, you know, today, you know, the truth, I don't care. I'm not really worried about what people are going to say. As long as you are very honest and you tell the truth with yourself and with people around you and God, this is it. Because I believe that the truth is the beginning for you to follow the path of God. The path is truth and love. And love is the truth. And I do have a journey in my life that I need it. I really need it. You know, deep inside of my heart, deep inside of me, I needed to feel what love is. I need to. But I will share this in another video about all these experiences that I had and I felt. But today, I can tell you that I have unconditional love. Well, I am developing my unconditional love. And I do have a lot of love, a lot of unconditional love for people that hurt me in a lot of situations that happens to me. I don't want to share personal names or expose anyone. However, the unconditional love is the key for our awakening. For you to enlighten the greatness that you have inside of you. Unconditional love, if you don't have it, you'll never be able to. It's like a filter. So, thank you so much. Gratitude for you to be here. Please share this information if you believe it, if you think that's important. Please share to others so other people will know. And there are people that are going through the same things. They are awakening. And people sometimes go through struggle with love or pain. But I also like I said, please share your information or your knowledge or your experiences with us so we can feel the humanity with more love and passion. So gratitude for you to be here. Kiss on your heart. And I'll see you again next time. Bye now.